is up, y'all?
It is your girl,
And it's your
Brittany.
girl Bree, and
And
this
this
is
is
Listen
Listen
Sis,
Sis,
your
your
favorite
favorite
podcast.
podcast.
What is up
What
with
is up
y'all
with y'all? We miss
today on this
y'all.
good old
Monday.
fresh?
The Monday after Mother's Day.
I'm telling you,
To all my queens,
mm-hmm.
all our mothers, if you are auntie, if you are godmom, whoever this is, if you played a role as being a mother, because aunties they act as moms, godmoms they act as
Teachers,
mom, teachers act as mom.
mm-hmm.
We appreciate you guys. We love on our mothers because y'all know we only get one earthly mother.
One
And if you
earthly
still
mother.
have your mom, shower your mom with whatever mama wants,
Yep.
whatever her heart desires. Shower
Let
her
her
with
get
it.
it. Let her
get
get
it, and she can get it whenever she wants to get it because you know what, she gave birth to you,
it. Right.
and you wouldn't be here without her.
Surely would not.
We pray and hope that all the mothers and just women that have made influence in anyone's life,
Mm-hmm.
that they have and that they did have a great Mother's Day.
Right. Look, and shout out to our mothers.
Yes, and we thank God
for you.
Look,
because we know we're going to talk to y'all after this episode.
We know.
Let me tell y'all. Our mamas, let me tell you, after every episode, we talk to them, and we love them for that because, you know, everybody don't have supportive mamas.
They don't.
We cherish ours.
We don't take it for granted.
Not at all.
Because, you know, and I know that it's just been hard. It's hard for those ones that do not have their mother.
Yeah.
I cannot begin to even want to imagine, don't want to think
don't
about.
Want it.
And of course, we all have to go one day, but baby, I don't even want to think about that. I want to cherish the time that I still have my mother, that we have our mothers.
Yes.
You guys cherish the time that you have with your mothers, if your mothers are still living, and the ones that moms that are gone on, or, you know, just someone that played a mom role in your life and they're no longer here.
Right.
You know, we praying for y'all.
Definitely praying.
It's a real thing.
Definitely real.
And I don't know if it ever gets any easier. I can't say that it does. I'm not in that position, but I lost my grandmother. And so that I lost both of my grandmothers. So I have neither one of my grandmothers, and I miss them both dearly. But I know they're in a better place.
Right.
And so we just praying for the ones that that do not, you know, that their moms are no longer here. So
right.
We're praying for you guys, and that you know, that you guys continue to just you know, continue to pray and trust that God, you're never alone, even if you feel alone.
And just support the ones who have lost a mother. You know, be there for them. If you can play like a mother role, you know, whatever, but genuinely support them, have their backs, let them know that even though their biological mom may be gone, that, you know, you are just filling in the gap. And being a help, and, you know, whenever and wherever is needed. Yeah, so we just wanted to shout out the mothers. Since Mother's Day was yesterday, but today, y'all, we have a special episode. And this special episode is when God says it's done. That's it. It's done. If He says so, then that's what it is. Pretty much. Y'all know, because let me tell you, me and my good sis over here, we are the type, like, I know we probably talked about this before in one of the other episodes, but if BG give it to us in a dream, half the time the stuff, majority of the time the stuff comes to pass. And even if it doesn't come to pass, it hasn't come to pass yet, and we know that it's gonna happen. So if He said so, if He has revealed it to you, don't stop believing in that vision that He gave you. Hold on to it, cherish on to it, and know that in due time, at the right time, on His time, it's gonna happen. You know, because we get discouraged.
Yeah, we definitely get discouraged because we go off of the physical, what we can't see with our physical eyes. But she said the key word: you must believe. You have to believe what what God has already shown you, whether
Mm-hmm.
those are dreams, visions, whether that be sometimes God sends messages through the
Shoot.
smallest things, through
Through
people,
people.
through a song. It could be a
Yes.
number of things, and
Mm-hmm.
it could be something that you may have just dreamed about, and you hear a song, and it's saying exactly or playing out the same exact thing that you may have just had a vision about or a dream about.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when those things do happen, I like to write down my dreams,
Yep.
y'all. I have journals.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I have like a journal collection, I love journals. Like
Mm-hmm.
anybody that knows me, I collect me some journals, and I like to do that because I like to do it to share my thoughts. It's a way of expressing and releasing
Mm-hmm.
things. But releasing things when I can't talk about it. So
Right.
that's therapeutic to me.
Mm-hmm.
But when God has given it to me, I like to write it down because y'all, it's important to do that because He doesn't give it to you for no reason.
Right.
Yeah, you have to pray on, what, depending on what the dream is, you have to pray on it. Because you don't. Some dreams are sent by God.
Yep.
Some dreams are not from God. So
Some
you
of
have
them could be a distraction. Some, yeah.
yeah, and some may be where the devil
The
tries
devil.
to
Yep.
attack your
Mm-hmm.
mind.
Some kind of
He
way.
can do it subconsciously
Mm-hmm.
or unconsciously.
Right.
He can do that. And so, well, subconsciously I would say that. But it's just one of those things where it's just very important to write those things down because
Mm-hmm.
when you see
Yes.
what God
Mm-hmm.
does,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to be in awe.
Right. Your mind gonna be blown.
You lost for words.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world? You gonna say, look
Nah.
at what the Lord has
done
done.
because you sought the Lord.
And He answered.
Yeah, He heard.
That's why I trust
That's
Him.
why I trust Him. You know.
I sought the Lord. Y'all,
Yeah.
listen.
Go. You have, listen to that song.
It's by Elevation Church.
Trusting God.
Trusting God.
That song right there.
Listen,
When I
that
tell you,
song,
let me tell you, that song right there, because we get excited, because we play it on repeat, play it every day, multiple times a day. And let me tell you something. And it's the fact, I think it's because it sits so deep within us, because we are seeking Big G every day, fully surrendering every day. So it's like when you seeking Him, you know, it's like you get that urge and that feeling and be like, you know what, I know that this gonna happen because it's on me too heavy. It's on me so heavy, and I know that it's going to come into
fruition.
Right.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come to pass. But there's something that you have to be while you are waiting, because this is a waiting room, y'all. And if y'all don't heard, we're speaking on these things because these things that we are experiencing now, we are going through these things. So you do have to be content. Not, God says be anxious for nothing. And so once He has revealed whatever He's revealed to you, if you want to write those things down, I would say write them down so you don't forget.
Right.
And once you write those things down, you pray about it, you see God, and you, like my sister said,
and wait,
and be content.
Just wait. It's okay.
In every season that you are in, because it could be dreams and things that God may have told you 10 years ago. Years ago. That just because it ain't came to pass,
don't you give up on that dream.
Don't give up on what He has told you.
Don't give up on that vision.
But again, it's hard for us to trust when we do not see. But y'all, I tell you, if you play Trust in God by Elevation Church, y'all, I don't care what you going through. I don't care what you going through, y'all. It's like the tears just get the
flowing. I'm telling you.
Because who would not want to serve a God?
Oh,
that He hears everything that you say before,
and that you can trust
and that you can trust Him. You ain't got to put it all on your shoulders.
You can lay it all in His hands, at His feet. Whatever you want to do, you can just give it over to Him and be like, you know what, God, I can't do this by myself. I cannot take on this heavy load like this. You gonna have to help me. So here, you do it, because it comes to a point to where you gonna get frustrated.
And you'll get weary.
And you get weary. And you get the moping.
Yes.
Ooh. You get the moping. You get to crying and complaining and why is this not happening for me? And oh, but you showed me this. Just hold tight. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
And it's sometimes we just get so impatient. But God is teaching you something while you wait. He is teaching you patience.
And let me tell you this. So I know you're hearing us saying, you know, don't complain and all that.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes we complain, but more our complaining is more so like us venting to each other so that we can kind of help each other in the process. So it's not like a, oh my God, it's not like a draining type of conversation. It's just, sis, this going on, and I want to know if I'm going crazy. So can you just hear me out real quick? And half the time we be feeling when something wrong with each other. You know what I'm saying? So we are able to talk and up and build up and motivate and encourage each other, you know, even in the midst of what we got going on. And back to when sis was talking about how she likes to write down her dreams. I, in my phone, up under my note section, I have a note section titled dreams, because those are the visions that God has given me. And I know for sure that it may seem weird right now, but I know that it's coming. Some of the stuff don't even make no sense. We be like, how we even get here? But okay.
But when God does it, it ain't gonna make sense.
It ain't gonna make sense.
It's not gonna add up. It ain't gonna be. It's not going to be like you're not gonna be able to say nothing, but only God could have made these happen.
And but God,
yeah,
like our shirt said,
yeah, about but God, because it's nothing that you could have done. Y'all think about it. If you already knew what God was gonna do before He got ready to do it, would you truly like thank Him, or would you thank yourself?
First of all, you wouldn't even attempt to even approach any of the things that He had lined up, because you were either chickened out, gave up, giving it to somebody else,
or you'll say it was all me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You'll say it was all myself.
Right.
No.
And the reason God doesn't tell us is so that we can go through those things and those times and trials and situations, so that we can help other people.
Yes.
So don't give up on what you have coming ahead. Keep praying on it.
Yeah.
Keep speaking into the atmosphere. Keep putting it out there so that it can come to pass. But you know what? Let me tell you what I learned. Every time when I do speak on something, I say, Lord, not my will, but yours. None of me, all of you. So that kind of is going, and we giving it right back to BG, whatever it is.
Because whatever is going to be, it's already written. Our story is already written, right? And I think that's why I like to say God likes to give us the highlights and dreams. Like, you watch the football game and you get highlights, and you know what I'm saying, basketball, you get highlights. Any sports you're gonna get highlights from. And so I like to think of dreams as God giving us highlights of what the things that He could be warning us about,
right?
The things that He wants to do in our life. But are we paying attention? Are we fully trusting Him? That you think God is like His word doesn't return void.
Right.
So we have to believe, and just seek God and trust Him. What He's revealing.
Yeah.
But just be content in every season that you're in. But
if
God said so, it is not for anyone else to, because sometimes you got to guard these. Them eyes.
Oh yeah.
You gotta guard them.
And be careful about who you telling your dreams and your visions to, because everybody not gonna be on the same page as you. Everybody don't have the spiritual connection like you do,
and everybody not gonna understand.
Everybody gonna understand.
It's not for people to understand.
Right.
Everyone's story
is different. Yep.
Some people's story are similar. We have similarities.
Right.
But no one is the exact same. Even identical twins have a difference to them.
They do.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all of us are different. You know what? All of us are different by our handprints.
Yep.
Everyone has a specific and unique handprint. And so, with that being said, that's a testimony that we're all different. We got some similarities, right?
Yep.
People say me and my sister look alike.
We don't see it.
We definitely don't see it.
We say that it's the locks.
We say it's the locks, you know.
But I think it's because it's for real. We both be on like the same type vibe, same spirit, right. Same, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
And you hang around people long enough, you know, you kind of start to act like, you know, or that's just like those couples or married couples that be
but
together.
Y'all,
they say, hey, you start being around, y'all starting to look like brothers.
The crazy part about us is we were already acting how we was acting before we even got the connection that we did. But
God just bought
Big G, he really did.
He bought it together, and we was in two separate cities. We didn't know anything about one another, but that just shows you how God divinely
orchestrated
connects you, because your passing with different people is not, y'all, ain't nothing by coincidence.
No.
And I know we say that, and I say it myself too. But it's like it's a divine connection that you are supposed to cross paths.
You are
with people for a reason.
Nothing is by mistake
or for a lesson.
Right. Lesson or a blessing.
It could be a lesson, or it could be a blessing.
Yeah.
Or it could be a night.
A night.
Hello.
Definitely.
Hello.
We didn't. Please. Benefits
all around me
every day.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. But
yeah, y'all, we just wanted to get on here real quick. Y'all, some in that tree. We were finna go.
Got distracted.
Sorry, y'all, but for real, we didn't want to get on here to say, you know, that if Big G, if God has given it to you in your vision, in your dreams, it's going to happen.
It is.
And don't get weary.
Do not, y'all, but seek God for understanding.
Yes.
And He will give you the understanding. He
ask
may not
Him.
give it to you. Right. If y'all
ask anything that you ask,
listen,
He gonna give it to you. I'm telling you.
I got to say this one thing.
Go ahead.
I got to say this one thing before we say the affirmation. Y'all, I need y'all participation in this. It's one thing that if you ask God to show you, if it ain't for me, remove it. Y'all,
take it away.
That's one prayer you got to be ready for.
Be ready for it.
When you ask that, if it ain't for me, God, remove it.
He gonna remove it,
y'all,
fast. I'm telling you.
Wait a minute, I wasn't ready. Well, you asked, but that's the one thing you do. You have to be careful of what comes out of your mouth, because your tongue is very powerful, right? And us women, our words are
very powerful. I'm telling you. So that's one of the things we finna leave.
If you ain't ready,
but if you're not ready, but seriously, y'all, I ask that along with the surrendering, that surrendering prayer that we have. We say, if it's not for me, remove it. I don't care how bad it hurt me. I don't care what it's gonna make me feel like. In the end, I will be okay.
Yeah.
If it ain't for me, remove it.
Because it's whatever God's will, that's
what it's gonna be.
But I just had to say that, because y'all, that's that one prayer you say it.
Right.
And when I tell you, it don't take Him no time.
No.
He go to remove
and
it and doing this.
And then
like, wait a minute,
and then if you pray that prayer and whatever it is still there, what you gonna do while it's still there? You gonna rush stuff? Are you gonna,
are you gonna
mishandle it? Okay.
Are you gonna mishandle?
So you have to be careful.
Are you gonna neglect it? Or are you gonna care for it and nurture it and be patient?
Be patient. Yeah.
Because everything happens at the divine and the perfect time.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to move out of God's
timing. Yeah.
Right? Because He has
out of His
us
will.
Wait for a time. And when our time comes, y'all, this is for all of us. When that time comes, it's gonna happen. And when it happens,
it's gonna happen suddenly and quickly and swiftly. Yep.
It's definitely gonna happen. And you're gonna say, well, dog, if I would have known it's gonna be like this, because when you rush it, it be all out of whack. It don't work.
But with that time, you're able to put things in place, into perspective, piece this here over here, and make this connect right here. So it's a different it's you have to look at it a lot differently.
Yo, yeah, you
when it's a waiting instead of it being a rushing. Because if you rush something may get missing, maybe get left out.
Y'all God give me revelation.
Go ahead.
Maybe that's like when you go to a restaurant, you want to rush and cook your food.
Right.
You
and then gonna still have to send it back anyway.
Oh, you'll have to send it back, so you won't have done steak. You won't have done meat. I don't know about some people now. I like my stuff a little medium rare. My steak, you know, just a tad bit.
But everything
else, I want it done. Not, you know, and I like my fried fish. I want that look crispy.
So you gotta cook it. You gotta cook that a little longer.
Yeah, you gotta cook that a little longer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that crunch.
The little crunch, yeah.
Y'all, we rumbling that.
Yeah.
But
don't get on pop, yeah.
Yeah. But if God said it is so, y'all, and He's giving it to you, and you know, you just trust what God is showing you, but don't ignore the things that don't ignore things either that He may be trying to you know, show you and be content.
So if He said so, it's done.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna come and it's gonna happen. But yeah, we're gonna say this affirmations real quick, and we're gonna go and get up out of your way on this good old Monday. All right. So I am loved. I am brave. I am patient. I will work diligently. I am prosperous. I'm the head and not the tail. And above and never beneath. And I will always be my true and authentic self.
Y'all, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for being so patient with us, y'all. We have been busy. Life does what it need to do. You guys, and let us congratulate my sis on receiving her master's this upcoming Saturday from Georgia
Southern.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. From Georgia Southern University. Now, since you have your master's in
education and leadership,
y'all. So we are doing some amazing. God is just good, y'all. He is. God is doing what He needs to do in and through us, y'all, and we just continue to pray
and moving in silence.
You don't have to put it all out there. But we're just moving in silence. But I want to congratulate my sis and let her know that I am so proud of her.
I'm gonna start crying.
I'm so proud of her, and I just, you know, I love to just appreciate my people because my sis is like my, you know what I'm saying, she's like a best friend to me. She is family at this point. And so, hey, how you doing? And so we just wanted to congratulate her on her graduation. So y'all, again, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being so patient and kind with us. As we did them, you know, we had to run it back a couple of episodes.
That's all right.
We back
live and full of effect.
And we had to do what we had to do. Y'all, we love y'all. Y'all tune in each and every Monday.
Stay locked in.
Share this with, you know, your family and friends, anybody that's gonna be able to bless y'all. And we're gonna see y'all on the next episode
of Listen Sis, your favorite podcast. Bye.